Assalaamu'alaykum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Fatima Sherlyn Ismun, an incoming Level 4 student of the Marhala Mutawassita of Al-Qur'an Academy. I am from Zamboanga City, currently working as an accountant in the Zamboanga Regional Office of the National Commission on Muslim Filipinos.
So the first thing that I really love with Al-Qur'an Academy would be the credibility of our teachers. So ang teachers po ng Al-Qur'an Academy ay hindi basta-basta. Lahat sila naka-earn ng kanilang Islamic education from prestigious Islamic centers and universities here in the Philippines and abroad. So, meron din sa kanila na nagpupursue pa rin ng mahabang pag-aaral habang nagtuturo sa Al-Quran. Meron sa kanila na nababalance ang career as professionals, as business owners, while also being full of authentic knowledge, and that is really #goals. Role models talaga ang aming mga teachers. But aside from that, yung pinaka-importante talaga is that our teachers are trained and experienced. Our director himself, Sheikh Ahmed Bayan, has been teaching for approximately 7 years na in different Islamic centers here in Zamboanga City. The same goes with the rest of our teachers. Sheikh Ahmed and Sheikh Ahmed, so both of them, they even trained abroad pa. Make po talaga ng difference kapag trained ang teachers mo, kapag experience sila sa pagtuturo, lalong-lalo na sa online. Kasi they produce results, like legit results. As what my classmate Intizar said, na the effectivity of our classes is mind-blowing. Kasi we have the perception kasi na online classes is not that effective. Diba? Kasi mabobore ka dyan, hindi niya makukuha yung attention mo talaga. But our teachers will make sure that na nakukuha nila ang attention mo. How? The general rule when we want to learn a language is we speak the language. We practice how to speak the language. Kahit mali ang grammar mo, kahit mali pa ang accent mo, kahit mali pa yung mga words mo, nagkakabalik-baliktad, yung pronunciation mo ng cough at calf, kung mali man, you need to try, you need to practice speaking the language. And our teachers will make sure that you will. Ang klase namin is held sa gabi, from 6:30 to 9:30 usually. Gabi na siya, kung pagod ka, siguro makakatulog ko, but sa klase namin hindi. Because our teachers will push you to participate in class kasi necessary nga yun sa learning. However, since trained ang teachers namin, this kind of pressure na nag-create ng oral participation will not intimidate you. It does not intimidate us. Instead, this encourage us to really exert effort to do our part in learning the language. So, paano ba nila ginagawa? So our teachers help us understand the question first and foremost, and then help us arrive at the answer without giving us the answer agad-agad. So paano yun? You just find out when you join us in Al-Qur'an Academy. And another thing is, of course, they always have beautiful words at the end of every answer, like Jazakallahu khairan, Barakallahu fiki, or simple ahsanti. This makes me feel, for one, personally, that my teachers are not just helping me by teaching me, but they also pay for it. So the second thing is the conveniency of the program. So since I work po in a government agency, I work from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So ang classes po ng Al-Qur'an Academy is sa gabi. So that's from 6:30 normally until 9:30 in the evening. Convenient siya kasi classes are held at night kung kailan wala na akong ginagawang trabaho. Ang methodology ng mga teachers, convenient din siya para sa mga working individuals or kahit yung mga students na nag-earn pa rin ng kanilang secular education. Yung pagdadala din ng teachers is magaan, hindi sila strict actually. They test their students in, with comprehensive exams. They push their students to memorize, to learn many things. However, it is included in the package when you really want to seek knowledge of Islam. However, regardless of these challenges, regardless of these complexities, of the level of difficultness that, na gradually nag-increase through the levels, magaan po talaga ang methodology, yung technique, yung pedagogy ng mga teachers sa Al-Qur'an Academy, alhamdulillah. So, it is really something to be grateful for kasi hindi nagiging rason na yung busy ka sa trabaho kaya hindi ka nakakapag-seek ng knowledge. When in fact, as stated, talabul ilm faridatun ala kulli Muslim, seeking knowledge of the Deen of Islam is an obligation upon every Muslim. Walang exception sa ating lahat. So alhamdulillah for Al-Qur'an. The last thing that I would like to mention would be our curriculum as well as our recorded classes. So ang curriculum po na ginagamit ng Marhala Mutawassita ng Al-Qur'an Academy ay ang curriculum na based sa Saudi Ministry of Education ng Saudi Arabia. So ang Saudi Ministry of Education is the same as the Department of Education dito sa Pilipinas. So this means na ang curriculum namin, meaning ang reference materials namin, ang lessons na i-discuss sa Marhala Mutawassita ng Al-Qur'an ay the same sa kung ano man ang piniprescribe ng Saudi Ministry of Education sa middle school nila doon sa Saudi Arabia. Okay, so this also means na our Marhala Mutawassita, which translates to middle school, this is a formal education. Kung ita-translate siya sa Philippine education system, ito yung grade 7, grade 8, at saka grade 9. So this is totally different dun sa 2-year intensive course na trending dito sa Pilipinas. So mas mahaba ang Marhala Mutawassita kasi nga 2 years siya, but we make sure, it is ensured by the Academy that the program creates results for its students. In fact, in just a matter of 1 year, we have already seen a big difference, an improvement in ourselves. We have the confidence to speak the Arabic language. We have the certainty of knowledge in Islam. Iba pa po yun dun sa belief na alhamdulillah, kahit busy kami, kahit may ibang responsibilities kami na assume sa life, we are able to implement our individual obligation to seek knowledge of Islam. One unique feature po na meron ng Al-Qur'an Academy na I think is wala sa ibang online madaris would be our Saudi classes. So, as I've mentioned kanina, ang curriculum namin ay based sa Saudi Arabia. So, ang reference material namin, meaning, kung ano man ang lesson 1 na tinuturo sa middle school ng Saudi Arabia, ganun din yung tinuturo sa amin. Ganun din yung pinag-aaralan namin sa klase. So, pero hindi lang yun. Pati, kung paano din i-discuss yung lesson 1 na yun doon sa Saudi Arabia, may napapanood namin yung video na yun. So, given that reference material, as well as that Saudi recorded classes, we are given the experience, the opportunity to learn as if we are also in a middle school in Saudi Arabia. These recorded classes ng mga Saudi teachers, pinapanood namin to sila before a certain lesson or a certain topic is discussed in class. It helps us not just to easily understand the topic to be discussed in class, it also helps us improve our listening skills. Na masanay sa pakikinig sa isang native Arabic speaker, which is napaka-importante po para sa isang estudyante na gustong matuto ng Arabic language. It makes learning the Deen really convenient for all of us. So parang ano pa bang magiging rason ko na hindi mag-seek ng knowledge kung ginawa ng ganito kadali para sa akin ang pag-seek ng knowledge. Start ako mag-aral sa Al-Qur'an Academy just last year, and alhamdulillah, pagkatapos ng level 3 ay naka-adapt na ako ng habits kung paano mag-prepare para sa class. So, if I have ample time, I read our lessons in advance. Kasi, start with level 3, 100% we speak in Arabic na in all of our subjects, including Arabic language as well as in our Islamic sciences. So, kailangan mo talaga mag-prepare sa class para naiintindihan mo yung teacher and discussion and additional learning na lang kasi nabasa mo na in advance yung topic. So, in order to understand the books that we use, gumagamit po ako ng apps in order to help me translate the Arabic words into English. I use the Al-Ma'ani app. I also use Google Translate as well as yung Google Lens. However, hindi siya perfect, but it really helps sa pag-intindi ng context ng aming lessons. Aside from that, I also try to answer the taqwim questions every other chapter, especially kung malapit na ang mga quiz bees at saka exam namin. Pag may free time ako sa office, yung wala akong reports na kailangan i-submit or walang meeting or kailangan pag-preparean sa office, I utilize my time to read my notes as well as prepare ta'bir or to answer questions in the book for actual recitation in class. I can say that since I started as a student of Al-Qur'an Academy, I have grown so much, and that growth manifests in a lot of things. For one, I gained the confidence to talk in the Arabic language. Though hindi pa po talaga ako 100% fluent sa Arabic language or kahit siguro 70%, but the confidence to speak makes the huge difference. Kasi magkaiba po yung marami kang alam na words, marami kang alam na ruling, pero you just know them separately. You cannot construct it and apply it practically in a daily conversation or to talk about educational stuff or something like that. Number two, the growth also manifested in my commitment and appreciation in seeking knowledge of Islam. Through Al-Qur'an Academy, I realized reading books as well as attending muhadara are not enough, they're not sufficient ways para makasik ng knowledge sa Islam. Rather, seeking knowledge of the deen requires great commitment. And it is very difficult. The journey of seeking knowledge of Islam is difficult, it is long. Ang waswas ng shaitan will always be there to make us lazy, to make us stop. And the last thing that I would like to mention is my growth through Al-Qur'an Academy. I was able to grow as a writer. Avid fans of the page that I am managing on Facebook have noticed the vast change of persona that I assumed before I entered Al-Qur'an Academy as a committed student of the Deen, and after I enrolled in the academy. My perspective changed a lot. My methodology of writing changed a lot. My theme changed a lot. There are those who have gone distant to the persona that I used to assume before. And regardless of that, I became more confident and more sure and more certain of what I am writing. It's not just based on flowery words or not just based on logic or personal experience that I had, but it's based on the Islamic facts that is grounded on the Quran and Sunnah. Alhamdulillah, with the lessons that I learned from Al-Quran, from the discussions that we had, from the sharings that our teachers have shared to us during the class, I am able to reflect more, to reflect deeper, and to write about a lot of things that I would not normally write about before I entered Al-Qur'an Academy.